There's 4 books. There's also a stack of papers on a table in the corner of the room as well.
So what are the 4 books?
Yeah, I was going to say, is there anything like that would be useful to me? Any of them that haven't been colored in?
You kind of look at the titles, you know what I mean, on the books. You're kind of rummaging through the books, and it looks like the first book is a historical work, and it's written in the common tongue, and it just looked like it's basically it's a book on the outlying area of this place, basically in a 100-mile radius of the stronghold's location.
That
the second book.
Useful.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
I'll jam that bad boy into my inventory.
Even though these books would probably be remember 30 years old, so yeah, you can definitely stuff the books in your just write on your character sheet. Write down 4 books from Zelagar's room. So book 2 is a tome. It looks like it's an encyclopedia of various types of plants. So if you're nature based and you're an alchemist, this could probably help you out pretty well. The third book, it seems really plain. It just looks like a bunch of you have no clue what they are, but it looks like there's a bunch of markings and runes and stuff like that.
The maybe last somebody that knows some magic will find this useful.
You could probably find maybe some type of book dealer or maybe a scribe or a librarian that would probably pay you, some gold for it. And then the last book, also in the common tongue, basically discusses weather. It just talks about all kinds of meteorological phenomena. It's very descriptive on all kinds of different weather, storms, stuff like that. And then there's also some of the runes that are on the edge of the page too, just like the different types of runes and markings that were in that third book as well.
What about the papers on the desk? Anything?
Sure. All right. So you look through there, and the stack of papers, you blow the dust off of them and everything. They're written in common, and it's basically just mundane matters, chores, inventory, food stuff, financial accounting of expenses and stuff like that. Everything that has to do with the castle, basically. And that's what all of the, they're all dated from like 30 plus years ago. So what about Wilbur? What are you doing, Wilbur? You're still lying in bed?
Yeah, solid snooze in this bed. Relaxing. I'm waiting for them. I realize that it's just a closet. I can hear the rustling around in there. I also notice hear the sound of gold being pocketed.
Right. Well, Bella, we'll put you back over here because we're kind of going.
Okay.
And that's right. Okay.
Doing a little. I got moved.
I don't know why that happened. You guys can move your tokens back to where you were. My apologies about that. It should have turned off after I moved everybody.
I'll move over to this area with Brutus after getting off the bed. They're busy there. They can do their rooting around, and we'll come and check out what's going on over here.
Sure. Yeah, you guys open up this door, and it's a very long and narrow corridor. Because, Dax and Bella, they're in the other room. So when you guys open up this room, this is a very, very long, narrow corridor. And it, you kind of look towards the end, and it kind of opens up. But you kind of smell a very faint, burnt type of smell. So, you guys are kind of saying, okay, this might be where, that all mages, they practice magic. So it looks like at the south end of this room, this looks like there were a bunch of spells cast. Fire, there's, burn marks or scorch marks. There's all kinds of chunks of the wall that are on the floor. Definitely hasn't been used in a long time, but you can definitely see that there's, burn marks, scorch marks, stuff like that. And then at the end, you're like, is that really what I see?
Uh-huh.
Because this room is kind of illuminated, right? And as you look down towards the end, you're like, holy crap, is that? You see like a glintering light. So you're like, holy crap, is this gold that's on the floor? And then you see a couple of treasure chests also. And you're like, oh my gosh.
So yeah. I'll hold Wilbur back. I'm like, wait. Let's wait
as he starts to move past you and run past you, like, oh my God, there's money.
No. Just wait. Let's wait for the other guys. Because if this doesn't look like a trap, I don't know what does. And I'll call out for Dax and.
Yeah, because this is actually Dax, what it looks like.
Come join us.
Here's an old classic piece of art, black and white art from B1 in Search of the Unknown. So that's what it looks like at the end of the corridor, and that's. Wilbur starts to run towards, and as he starts to run past Brutus is like, whoa, wait, dude.
Wait, man, that treasure looks really sharp.
Yeah, right. Looks like this Points could put an eye out.
Yeah, it could put an eye out with that chest.
Yeah, so
but what a way to go.
Some impressive chest with, they're studded with jewels and overflowing with riches, piles of gold on the floor, stacked up almost as high as the treasure chest.
Cold hard cash.
So yeah, we call over for Dax and Bella to join us.
Yeah, you guys can hear them calling out. So what say you, adventurers? Have you hit the payday? Have you hit the mother lode worth of treasure here in the castle?
Is the fist-side stone in there?
Brutus, hold my beer.
It doesn't look like there's any. Oh, you know what? There does. When you're looking at looking down at the end of the hall, it does seem like there's a couple of fist-sized gems, like the one that 010 had mentioned before he and Skeever went into the portal that went to the world of Galarion and Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
So I'll take my hand axe out again and I'll chuck it at the one of the chests. I guess the chest in the middle.
I just look confusedly at Brutus. A waste of a perfectly good axe, friend.
It's not wasted. I can go get it.
Yeah, you can go get it. Because as you throw the axe to the end of the corridor, it just kind of it's like an illusion, Brutus. Everything just kind of fizzles out. And you see a stone wall. And then you hear Wilbur crying.
Oh, again. At least he didn't break his back this time.
Well, I don't know if it was just an illusion or a trap. I guess if we go over there, is the door going to shut automatically or something?
What treachery! What trickery!
All right, just make sure the door doesn't shut on me. I'll go down and retrieve my axe, and also search this area, see if there's
shut the door.
Sure. Give me a D6 as you kind of look around the triangle base. You know what? You actually do. In this corner over here, in this corner, you guys are pretty lucky. Let's see.
Mouse droppings.
Wow. There is actually a pile of gold in that corner. A pretty hefty pile of gold, I might say.
Nice. So I'll pick that up and put it in my pocket.
I'm going to mime that the door is closing as soon as he touches it, not pretend like I'm fighting with the door.
Yeah. Didn't you just describe there's some rocks on the floor?
There is. There's quite a bit of rubble because of all of the spells that were cast in this room.
I'm going to go over and pick up one and pop it in my mouth.
Why do you keep doing that, Bella?
She's got that problem.
It's for luck.
No, it's not. Why are you doing that?
An old wives'
for
tale,
luck.
maybe.
It is.
What kind of luck? What like?
Bad luck.
You didn't do that before we came in here.
You just never noticed. We were out in the woods.
Yeah, she's been eating pine cones the whole time.
Yeah, there's no rocks in the woods. There's just wood in the woods.
Pine cones. I like it.
All right, so I've got the loot. Did anybody see me take it?
There's quite a bit of loot, so I would say
Jingle, jingle, jingle on your way back. I didn't get nothing.
Nothing's there, guys. No, I won't. I'm just joking. I won't hide it from him. But I'll
try to give
I'll
the guilt to Bella. So yeah, there's a total of 120 gold.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's a lot.
Wow, this is pretty
yeah,
awesome, but there's only one thing I think is weird. Why do you hide your gold in a room with an illusion of gold?
Well, you couldn't see it here.
It's all about the randomness,
Plus,
right?
the guy's not very smart.
It's all about the
got-
randomness. So
got
you have
I mean, I get it. I get it from a GM's perspective because it's random, but
yeah.
just logically, as a wizard, I don't know if this is the smartest use of a illusion spell.
This is D&D basic, man. There's no logic to this.
There
could have been a spell that's
absolutely.
worn away.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'll let this, let you guys just kind of wonder why there was a big illusion of treasure to hide 120 gold. But actually 120 gold is a fairly decent amount of money in basic
That's a nice
D&D.
haul, yeah.
That's 120 experience basically divided between everybody. So
Do you know what I'm thinking it is? I
that?
think that he did this to impress ladies. He's like, he gets them back
Could
to his
be.
bedroom, and then he's like, hey, do you want to see my treasure hoard?
So
And
he
then they'll
made
take a gander.
so he made it look bigger.
Yeah, he made it. He pretended it was bigger. I don't think anybody in all of history has ever done that before.
Yeah. I kind of think that I'm thinking between Zelagar and Rogar. I think Rogar was the ladies' man. I don't think Zelagar was. Because in the other tapestry and murals and stuff, you see him sweeping Melissa off of her feet and stuff like that, in Melissa's chamber that you guys had found in the very southeastern corner of the castle.
So maybe this guy just had it. He just loved some half-orc maiden.
Yeah. Brunhilde, maybe? I don't know.
All
All right, adventurers. What's that, Wilbur?
Check for some traps down in here along this wall.
Check for
Or not
anything?
traps, secret doors, I mean.
Possibly. You can do that. Bella,
Cal.
you're looking for doors. Everybody's looking for doors, right? I saw Bella move in and move out, or was that Wilbur?
That was me.
That was Wilbur. He checked really fast.
UGTV in chat said Zelagar didn't have any game. Rogar had all the game. I agree
I'll go
with
check.
that. All right,
I start tapping the wall with my mace. Tap, 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 tap.
it is a very solid wall.
This is bullshit, and I immediately leave.
It's a very thick wall, and you're thinking, okay, it seems logical. The walls are very dense here, very thick, because this is where he was practicing casting magic. So, yeah, you're able to ascertain that, yeah, these walls are just really thick.
All right, let's go, guys.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm going to do a cursory secret door inspection of this room to see if there's any ways maybe that lead out, and then head out the door.
All right. You guys look, and to no avail, there is no secret doors or chambers or anything like that. So you still have plenty of ways to go, adventurers. Plenty of different directions to explore. You've got a door down here. You've got a hallway to your north.
Where to, guys? North or south?
North.
Then that's what I'll do. I'll start trudging north.
Sounds good. Let's go north. Very long corridor. I'm waiting for some fog of war to uncover. Like I said, it takes a couple seconds to uncover it because this map is huge. This was a like a 20,000 pixel map, but I had to resize it so it would work with a classic. Torches going, all that other good stuff. You guys are traveling north down a 70, 80 foot long corridor. Then it veers to the right and it goes about another 100 feet or so. And then on the left-hand side, as you guys are moving forward, on the left there is a door that will be on your left-hand side.
All right, let's try the door, but I will peek around the corner just to make sure nothing's coming that way.
Yeah, it's kind of like a zigzaggy type of twist of corridors, and as you turn the corner, Wilbur, you see that there is at the end there's a wooden door.
Okay. All right, well, let's try this door first. Bella, you want to see if there's any rocks you want to eat?
No, but I will check the traps.
Oh, I like it.
That's
All right,
thanks.
give me a check. Everything looks good. You open up the door, Bella. No needle comes out and sticks your hand or anything like that. This room looks to be 100% empty. And it's a sort of like an odd rectangular shaped room. But this is actually an empty room. There is nothing in here. There's not any markings on the wall. There's no tapestries. It's just a dusty, dirty floor as you look in.
This must be where they stored their extra air, friends.
Or it's
Or their dust.
illusion.
Let's search.
It could be full of treasure.
It could be. Why don't one of you give me a D6? And we'll find out. In fact, I'll take... okay, there's no monsters in here for the first part. And then another roll for treasure. So let's do a D6 for treasure. I do a 2 and 6 for treasure. So, and you tap the walls looking for any kind of false panels. Nothing. Room is actually 100% empty.
All right, well, let's try that door, that other door I saw. Come on.
Sure. So as you guys get to the corner, you see the door. Now I saw Bella, you moved up here. Mm-hmm. So as Bella moves to the door,
Oh no.
all of a sudden the floor opens up beneath her, and it kind of looks like this. Here's another awesome classic piece of basic D&D art. And
You remember back in the 80s when everything was in black and white? Nobody knew how to color.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, it was probably a lot more expensive to do color as well. So, yeah, this classic black and white piece of art. The floor basically opens up in the middle, and she just slides right through. Whee! And then the floor goes right back to normal.
And Bella's gone?
Bella's gone.
All right, well, whatever. Let's keep looking. Let's go to the other door.
All right, let's not go that way.
Okay.
She served a purpose and found her trap. Farewell, Bella.
She finally found a trap. Yeah.
She did.
No, in all seriousness, I kind of look around at everybody. It's like, well, now what?
Well, we need to. I can find traps and disarm traps. Just FYI, because I'm a mystic. So let me take a look at it. Maybe we can.
Do we go after her, or what do we do?
We probably need to go after her. doesn't she? She still has stuff on her, so even if she's dead, we should still get our stuff back from her.
She probably has at least another potion on her or something like that. She's got those awesome boots of elven kind as well that you guys
the
found.
boots. Yeah, we
The
can't. We
boots.
got to get the boots off her at least. Well, do we take the stairs down, or do we slide down this pit trap and hope there's no spikes at the end?
Let's set off the pit trap, but we can do it logically. If I can move over there, I can roll to disarm it, and then we'll open it up.
All right. Well, I got some iron wedges. We'll try to jam the door, the floor open.
All right.
Oh, you guys got like pythons and spikes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are you guys are spiking that now. Bella,
I have a remove traps. You want me to do a remove traps roll?
I have an idea, friends. Let's try this. Take your pythons and spike it in the wall. Let's tie a rope around it. Tie a rope around me. I'll jump on the trap. When the trap springs, I'll only fall a foot or two, and then we can call down there and see if we can find her.
So you guys are basically going to shimmy down the rope and try to spike it up into the ceiling? Is that
Right,
what
and
you're doing?
we'll try to keep the door open with another spike, so
Sure.
it doesn't close on whoever's climbing down the rope.
Okay, so first, Bella, give me a D6, please.
Okay.
Roll for death.
All right, so Bella, you fall and splash. All I'm saying is splash. And
Well, does acid really make a splash sound? I don't know. Magma kind of sounds
lava
more like
doesn't make a splash, so it's acid, not lava. So
Okay,
that's good.
got it.
I like that. Acid does make it. So let's go ahead and I'm.
And now I'm down there tripping balls. No, I mean,
Yeah, right. Okay, Bella, I am sharing you a map really quick.
okay.
So you should be able to see it now. That's where you're at without kind of metagaming it for everybody else. So I'm going to come back to you in just a second. Everyone else, as everyone else wants to get this, and I'm sorry, I'll unlock the tokens for you guys as well, so you guys can move freely. Now, you guys can see where the actual door starts, right where you guys are standing. So if you guys were to step any further, you guys would, trip the trap. So what you're able to do is you're able to put enough force to get the trap to open up. It springs open, right? And as it springs open, you guys coordinate together, you get a spike, and then it stays open, right? So now you're looking down, and it's a pretty far drop because you don't see Bella down there. And yeah, so Bella,
We'll call out.
Let's drop a rope.
Bella, you took 4 damage from falling. Just to let you know. So, oh my goodness, no! Oh my gosh, you got 4 hit points. Oh my god,
That's all I have. Yeah.
Welcome to level 1. Oh, Bella. All right, so
Splat.
Bella, give me a saving throw versus death.
The sound of her blood leaving her body and hitting the
Oh
walls.
my gosh.
Let's see.
You are so lucky.
Okay, we'll call down to her.
No, I can only hear gurgling.
Do we hear anything, or
You don't hear anything, no. You yell down to her, say, "Hey, Bella! Bella, where are you?"
Let's drop a rope down and shimmy.
Hey, you're not wearing army. You're not wearing armor, so why don't you go down, Dax? You're pretty good at climbing. Plus, I think you've got a potion on you. So
I'd like
All right,
to.
so
maybe
a round
Bella's
is
about to
10
die.
seconds. Well, you guys don't know that. You guys
I
don't know
know,
that.
I know.
Yeah. So
here,
you
we'll
get
put a
you get
rope
everything
around
ready.
Dax. Toss him down.
Okay, so Dax, the pit's open, the rope's there. You start to shimmy down, right? Shimmy down the rope. And it's pitch black here as well. And you guys look at it, it's not daylight down there. And I believe, Dax, you have a lantern that's lit, if I'm not mistaken?
I do. I have a lantern. It's an oil lamp. I guess I could just drop it.
How long does the oil lamp actually stay lit? Because you guys have been in here for a while. Let's see, I'd say you guys have been at least in here with your rest, at least 16, 20 hours. You've been in here.
Well, I would have
pretty much
probably
a full
turned
day.
my lamp off while I rested,
Yeah.
but let me look.
But how long does the oil last, though? There should be some kind of description
let me
for
see
the
if it
lantern or
says.
the oil.
I also have two
I
oils.
love the micromanagement of consumables as well. I love that. Oh, and everybody, deduct 1 day's ration for the long rest, too.
Also, this says it just says oil is burned in lantern for light. A flask of oil may be thrown as a missile weapon or poured out and ignited for the day's pursuit. So that's under oil, and I have 2 oils that are extra. But let me look under oil lamp and see what it says.
See if it
Lantern
says-
is what I should look
Yeah.
at.
So everybody deduct a day's rations off of your sheets. So that'll be -1. I would say realistically, I'd say a flask of oil would last a day.
4.
Probably.
It says 4 hours.
4 hours?
1 flask of
Ooh.
oil lasts 4 hours.
Wow. So you would probably darn near be out of oil by this point. I'd say deduct 1 flask of oil, and we'll say that you're on your 2nd flask of oil. All right.
Got it. Yeah.
Now remember, there was an oil lamp up there. I don't know if anybody took it.
It was empty.
Oh,
Yeah, there
okay.
was no oil. Yeah, it was bone dry. Yeah. It's just a lantern. Okay, so to get back to your shimmying down, all right. Now, as you're getting closer, you look down. You probably climb down about 20 foot down the rope. You look down, you see the reflection of water, and you see Bella face down, floating in like a small lake, and it doesn't seem like she's moving. You can see the ripples coming out from where she splashed down. So,
well, I'll judge the jump, and then where I think it's a safe jump, I'll jump the rest of the way and jam my last potion down Bella's gullet. Remember, I used my last one on her, and I don't know if she has potions, but she probably should have drunk one. But
let's say a round goes by, 10 seconds go by to where you get down, you shimmy, you see her, and that's a pretty generous 10 seconds as well. So, Bella, the next round, you need to do another death ray versus saving throw versus death ray. And good luck.
Okay. Go ahead and do it now.
Yeah, go ahead and do it now. Good
Okay.
luck.
I'm waiting intently in the chat window.
You are successful.
Yes.
Again, as you see her floating there, and Dax, you jump down into the water. You splash down beside her. You get her rolled over, and you're able to administer. And she's definitely unconscious. You get the potion in her, and she coughs some water out. And go ahead and do the 1d6 plus 1 heal for her, Wilbur. You are, very, very nice.
Ooh, 7.
Awesome.
So you are back up to full health, and as you come to, and it looks like Dax has just saved you as he is holding a
Thank
potion
you.
vial.
What happened? Oh,
You fell down a trap, which you should have probably noticed as a thief. But we probably. But here's the thing, Bill. I mean, this is like the second potion that I've used on you. Now I'm dry. Do you have any potions?
I have a potion I'll give you.
All right.
It's
Well,
awesome. You
I
immediately
appreciate that.
start holding her. You're like, you dummy! How dare you die?
Again.
And all this time that I'm holding her, my left hand is actually on her breast. Just making sure. I had to try to cop a feel while I was bringing her back to life. That's just what we do at the monastery.
Make sure the heart's beating.
Yeah, that's what it was.
What kind of monks are you at the monastery? Jesus.
Very lonely monks at the monastery.
That's right. I told you that our sigil is 2 frogs touching tongues. Or they're either frogs or they're what are called horny toads. Don't know.
God. Moving on. Does the rest of the party also shimmy down the rope as well? Don't forget to take that piton or python off of your sheet or spike, whatever you used. All right, so everybody is moving down to. I take it everybody is moving down. Also, yeah.
Well,
also, deduct the rope. Ooh, I love this. You guys are losing supplies. I love it.
I've got 2 coils of rope, so it's not for me.
But it's still open, so you would have a way back up to possibly, with a successful strength check, you could get back up the rope as well. So yeah, everything is still there. So. But yeah, just take it off your sheet until we add it back. I love micromanaging and stuff, man. Let me tell you, because on my level 31 cleric, I got the 7 days of iron rations that I had when I started the cleric 31 levels later. I still got the same 7 days of rations. But I swore if I ever DM, I'm gonna make people use rations in their supplies. So all right, that's what they're all about. Okay, so
you got that rope in that room.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so adventurers, I have been preloading a map for you guys. So you guys have been downloading this in the background. Did it show up for you, Belle? Okay,
yes, it showed up.
Okay, very good. I love Fantasy Grounds. Okay, so I'm sharing the map with everybody. It should be popping up pretty soon. But in this cavern, you guys are not in the castle anymore, obviously. You guys are down about probably, I'd say about 30, 40, 50 feet. And this is a small cavern. And it looks like you guys can all see the map now. So it's a pool of water. It's not very deep. You know, you guys are able to hold the torch. And it's pristine, clear water. It's drinkable. It's fresh. And it's about 8 feet down the depth of the pool. So the one thing that you guys are having an issue with is you were good, Worm Food. But I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt on this, because this is a mechanic that is not used in games very often, and that is how heavy are you? And are you in a pool of water that's over your head, and are you going to drown? So I am going to say that Brutus and Wilbur, seeing that you guys are in heavier armor, obviously, you guys were able to take the rope and swing and get to the edge of the pool